without further ado, let me introduce you to the spiritual leader of the Al-Kebulan Revivalist Movement for our keynote address. Please show your love and welcome brother leader, Mbandaka.
Tendai Mwari, Mwari Mokolokolo, Kuzai Muzimu Mokoro, Tendai Mwari, Regai mazwi andino taura nempungwa zemumoyo mangu zinzikwe nemimwari. May the words of our mouths and the meditation of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight, O Jah of our creation. Tendai Mwari kumborera yi Africa. Ngai simuzile zitalayo. Nzwai mitero yedu. Hisumuri yayo itumuri yako. Uyamweya komborere. Uyamweya musbene. Isumuri yayo itumuri yako. Tendai Mwari Jah, God bless Africa. Lift up the name of Africa on high. Hear our humble prayers, O Mwari, O Jah. We, the family of Africa. We, this family of Africa. Come, Great Spirit, come. Come and bless us. Come, Great Spirit, come. Come and be with us. We, the family of Africa. We, this family of Africa. Tendai Mwari. Can't hear you. Tendai Mwari. One more time. Tendai Mwari. Royal elders, queens and kings, princesses and princes of great Mama Africa, I bring greetings to you in the most precious, powerful, and bountiful name of our motherland, Al-Kebulan, Mama Africa, in the sacred spirits of our most gracious ancestors, and in a prayer for oneness, hope, and prosperity for all our people on the face of Mother Earth. Rumbidzo kuna mwariye Africa, to the God of Africa be the glory. Kudzai muzimu mukuru. Give praises unto our ancestors. For without our ancestors, we would not be here today. Is that right, brothers and sisters? It is a joy and a blessing to be standing before you this evening and to be trusted with delivering the keynote address for this August occasion. For when ones and ones, sons and daughters of Africa, gather in a space, that space becomes sacred space. Is that right, brothers and sisters? Our very presence purifies the space. And when we call upon our ancestors in that space, we elevate the purification of that space. Is that right, brothers and sisters? I am honored to speak to you this evening because I am speaking to the most beautiful, the most precious, the most important people on the planet. I'm also speaking to the most coveted people on the planet. And we are the most coveted people on the planet because, as Baba John Henry Clark, that warrior scholar, teaches us, no other people have had to suffer the kind of pressure that we have had to suffer. Mainly because we have always had and still have something the world wants, can't do without, and don't want to pay for. Did you hear me, brothers and sisters? So we are the most coveted people on the planet. And so it is important, it behooves us, brothers and sisters, to be awake and alive to the reality of the world and the circumstances that face us as African people. Do you agree with me? I have to move quickly because whilst I was working with half an hour, I now understand I've got 20 minutes. And there are a few key things I want to say to you this evening. I'm not here to entertain you, brothers and sisters. Yes, I'm here to inspire you, but I'm here to inspire you to do something. Not just inspire you for the sake of a feel-good factor, but to do something crucial to save our children. So I want you to listen to me carefully. I must address a couple of points where my beloved brother Leo Muhammad left off. I am a Malcolm X follower. I am a defender of the name and the legacy of Papa Omowale Malcolm X. I am a spirit and mission son of Papa Omowale Malcolm X. This is the year of the triple centenary where we honor three great warrior kings: Omowale Malcolm X, Papa Patrice Lumumba, and Papa Frantz Fanon. This is therefore the year when we will be revising or learning from new knowledge, truth about their lives, about their legacies, correcting the wrongs, the misinformation that has been spread about these three great men. Is that right, brothers and sisters? So we could say this year, the year of the triple centenary, is a year of truth. Now, when I say I'm a defender of Omowale Malcolm X, don't get it twisted. I love the Nation of Islam. They are my people. They are my brothers and sisters. They are part of the African world family. We have Shemira, monthly worship in the Al-Kebalan Revivalist movement, and every month we bring to the shrine leaders in our African world community, leading personalities and leading organizations to the shrine. And we always call upon the Nation of Islam as a leading liberation force in the African world. I love the Nation of Islam. I love Brother Minister Louis Farrakhan. I love my brother Leo Muhammad. When Leo Muhammad says that the impact of the Nation of Islam on the life of Omowale Malcolm X must be recognized, he is correct. You can't tell the story of Malcolm X and not factor in the role that the Nation of Islam played in shaping Malcolm X. But it is equally true to say that inasmuch as the Nation of Islam and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad were benefactors of Omowale Malcolm X, by the law of Ma'at and reciprocity, was also a benefactor of the Nation of Islam and of Elijah Muhammad. Omowale Malcolm X's energy, Omowale Malcolm X's wisdom, Omowale Malcolm X's charisma, Omowale Malcolm X's commitment and dedication to the Nation of Islam, working, having only 4 hours sleep a night, made a massive contribution to transforming that organization from a marginal operation with 400, 500 members to an international organization with hundreds of thousands of members. Are you all with me? That is a fact. That is a truth that cannot and must not be denied. Are you all with me, brothers and sisters? When our brother Leo says two of the brothers who were charged and convicted and sentenced for 20 years or so were not murderers of Malcolm X, members of the Nation of Islam. He speaks truthfully. He speaks correctly. Norman 3X Butler, as he was known at the time, and Thomas 15X Johnson, as he was known at the time, were innocent men. That is true. When he says that the government has paid them $36 million, that is also true. When he says the family of Malcolm X is suing the government for $100 million, that is also true. But what is equally true, and this didn't come from MI5 or MI6 or the CIA or Mossad, it came from the mouth of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. When in 1993, Louis Farrakhan, at the Nation of Islam Savior's Day, Louis Farrakhan, in his message, Malcolm X, 28 years after his assassination, what really happened? Louis Farrakhan stated that Malcolm X was murdered by zealots from Mosque 25 in Newark, New Jersey. Minister Louis Farrakhan said that. 1990, he delivered a message at the Malcolm X College. And in his opening of his message, he says he remembers where he was when the news of Malcolm X's murder was reported. He was at Mosque, Newark, New Jersey, Mosque 25. In 2000, he had a meeting with Atala Shabazz, the oldest daughter of Omowale Malcolm X. He had a meeting with her, with a journalist, Mike Wallace. Mike Wallace asked Louis Farrakhan, who killed Malcolm X? Louis Farrakhan in 2000 said in that interview, this is on YouTube, he said in that interview that he was killed by zealots from Mosque 25, Newark, New Jersey. That question was put to him and he said, yes, that is true. Mike Wallace asked Louis Farrakhan, where were you on that day? He said, I was at Mosque 25 in Newark, New Jersey. That's a fact. I'm not making it up, brothers and sisters. This is coming from Minister Louis Farrakhan himself. I've got to put that right. You agree with me? I've got to correct that. And I don't love the Nation of Islam any less. I don't love my brother Leo and I wish brother Leo was still here, so I could say this in his presence. The truth is, the issues are very, very painful. The issues that lie at the heart of the assassination of Malcolm X are very, very painful. But we need to get to the bottom of it in order to heal. If we want healing, we want truth. There is no healing without truth. There is no justice without truth. We want to know the truth. It has not been resolved. We have the names. Talmadge here, William Bradley, Benjamin Thomas. These are the murderers of Malcolm X. Leon Davis, Wilbur McKinley. This was the assassination team. Are you all with me, brothers and sisters? And they all came from Mosque 25 in Newark, New Jersey. And the head of that mosque was one character named James 3X Shabazz. he hated Malcolm X. It was known that he hated Malcolm X. Another person who was at the Mosque 25 that day was Captain Joseph, the captain of Mosque number 7. Malcolm X's mosque, that was a mosque that Malcolm X was a minister for. He hated Malcolm X. Joseph Sharp, Captain Joseph Sharp. Are you all with me, brothers and sisters? We need to know this, right or wrong. They hated Malcolm X. So I just need to get that out, brothers and sisters. Are you all with me? And if Malcolm X made errors, if Malcolm X made mistakes, Malcolm X is human like you and I, but he was not the only person who made mistakes. Don't make it sound as if Malcolm X was the only person that made mistakes. If Malcolm X spoke out against Elijah Muhammad, it was not out of hate. It was not motivated by hate. It was motivated by principle. In Malcolm X's own perception, according to his own moral senses and sensibility, he was standing on principle. Are you all with me? We have got to stand up for those who are prepared to lay down their lives for us. And Malcolm X took 16 bullets and then laid down his life for us. Why can't we stand up for him? Why can't we stand up for him? I'll stand up for him. I'll stand up for him. So now, we've had passionate speeches from the stage this evening. Brother Leo was passionate. And Brother Leader Mbandaka has come, and I'm passionate. Because we love our people. I don't doubt that Brother Leo loves our people. I've seen him over the years. As a powerful brother. We have to work together, and we have to be adult enough. We have to be strong enough in our resolve, our love for our people, that we can face these challenging issues. Stay in the room, battle it out, face these challenging issues, and come out still embracing our people, still embracing each other. So let me say very quickly, my real subject today was, yeah, I had a subject. And I've just been told I've got 5 minutes. But Malcolm X, this was my topic. Malcolm X, from the OAAU to the Pan-African People's Parliament. Malcolm X from the OAAU to the Pan-African People's Parliament. Beloved brothers and sisters, that's a very important topic. It is important that we understand the organization of Afro-American unity that was founded by Papa Omowale Malcolm X after he left the Nation of Islam. And what he wanted to do was to unite our people around a nation-building program. Do you understand this, brothers and sisters? He wanted to mobilize and organize and channel us towards a nation-building program, linking up with our brothers and sisters on the African continent. Are you all with me? I've got the charter, a copy of the charter here. Someone said earlier on that the charter was not completed. It was. Malcolm X attempted to present this charter on the 14th. The charter should have been presented on the 14th, Sunday the 14th of February, the week before he was assassinated, and his house was firebombed. Then the following week, he attempted to present this charter again, and he was assassinated. So you know that the forces that be were determined that this man who traveled the world, met with kings, met with presidents, met with the highest echelons of society, spoke in the highest citadels of learning in the societies of the same white murderous oppressors of our people. They had to open their doors in Harvard, in Princeton, in Oxford University to let this man speak because he had commanded so much power globally. Are you all with me, brothers and sisters? That was the power of the man. And let me say very quickly, he wanted to organize us politically. Understand that politics is the art and science of power acquisition and nation building. The art and science of power acquisition and nation building. He wanted to engage us in building institutions that would engage in the art and science of power acquisition and nation building. What do we mean by power? Power is your capacity to effect your will. When you can effect your will, when you can bring your will into being, you have power. And Malcolm X realized that the only way we could exact that kind of power was to unite. He wanted to unite us. He realized the only way we could exact that kind of power was to organize. What did Papa Garvey say to us? Unite, organize now or perish. Unite, organize now or perish. In any system of politics, you have a system of governance. Papa Garvey calls for nationhood. No race is free, it says, until you have a nation of its own system of government, its own order of society. Systems of governance. How do we govern ourselves as part of the art and science of nation building? Papa Omowale wanted us to organize around that principle, not copying somebody else's model, but based upon our own traditional, indigenous systems, knowledge systems. Are you all with me, brothers and sisters? Nation building. What is a nation? A nation is a people organized as a sovereign entity, drawing on their own agency in the building of industries and institutions to meet their own needs. Are you all with me, brothers and sisters? That is a nation. And when you have sovereignty, you have power, you have control. Let me quickly, you have self-determination. You are the master of your own destiny. You bow to no one. Let me just quickly deal with economics. Give me 2 minutes just to deal with economics. Because I think it was Brother Michael who came up here and we made sure we made it clear that it wasn't Michael Langley. General Michael Langley. Although you look a little bit like him still, you know. I have to be very careful, my brother. I think you need an African name, you know, for your own safety. You know what I'm saying? Come talk to me still. I can help you work out one. All right? I wouldn't walk around with that name, with that look. Tendai Mwari. All right. Tendai Mwari. What's your last name? It's not Langley, is it? Oh, shoot. Why, I tell you. I'm relieved, my brother. Tendai Mwari. Very quickly. Do we know what economics is? Economics is a people organizing your own human and natural resources towards the production, exchange, and distribution of goods and services. You all with me? When we talk about economics, many of us think straight away money. No, but economics starts with, listen to me carefully, ownership. Ownership of your land, ownership of your labor. Ownership of the means of production. Brother Luezi earlier on talked about modes of production. But in order to change the mode of production, you have to control the means of production. That is land, that is labor, that is capital, that is enterprise. It has to be in our own hands. It has to be in our own ownership. And we cannot really own and control the means of production unless we are united and organized. So here comes the Pan-African People's Parliament to mobilize and organize Africans here in the UK and hopefully to inspire Africans outside of the UK as I round up brothers and sisters. This is where you come in. This is where I come in. We all have to answer to the call of the Pan-African People's Parliament. And I'll just say one more thing about economics. We have to control all the stages of production. From the primary, which is the extraction of raw materials, to the secondary, which is the manufacturing of raw materials into finished products. Yeah, to add value to the raw materials. They have Africa just producing raw materials. Yeah, and the Caribbean producing raw materials while they are industrializing. They are technologizing. They're advancing technology. Are you all with me, brothers and sisters? We have to understand what economics really means. We are not really controlling our economy because we have a business. We're selling some fruit, some vegetable, some half-dead cabbage, right? Some shea butter, right? We have to, let's do that if that's all we can do at the moment, but we've got to work collectively towards ownership of land. And when I say ownership of labor, you don't own your labor in a system of colonialism or neo-colonialism. If you are in a system of neo-colonialism, these are sophisticated names for slavery. This is modern slavery. Are you all with me, brothers and sisters? So you have to own your ingenuity. You have to own your skills. There's so much to say on this subject, but I'm under some pressure, brothers and sisters. Right? But I'm going to close in saying this. I want the name Pan-African People's Parliament to burn in our psyche. I want us to dream about it. I want us, when we go tonight, we just hear Pan-African People's Parliament, Pan-African People's Parliament. I want us to dream about it tonight. I want us to wake up with the first thing on our minds, the Pan-African People's Parliament. Then the next thing I want you to do is ask yourself, what contribution, what is the best contribution that I can make to make this parliament fulfill its vision and its mission? Because it will not work without you, the people, we the people. Yes. So are we going to pull together under the auspices of the Pan-African People's Parliament, brothers and sisters? Raise your hand if you're going to throw your weight behind the Pan-African People's Parliament. Come on. Raise your hand if you're going to work towards raising 1.5 million so we can buy that building. Come on. All right, brothers and sisters, I close with the words of the most eminent prophet and king, His Excellency Marcus Messiah Garvey. Unite, organize now or perish. Rise, you mighty African people, for you can accomplish whatever you will. Rumbidzo kunamwari ye Africa. To the God of Africa be the glory. Tendai mwari.